What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Winter Exhibition, a tournament where we take 16 of the losers from the Winter Championship event. We throw them in a bracket and we give them a second chance at winning some money. First place, $1,000. Second place, $500. I'm axeltoss, joined by axslav. And before we jump into Game 2 of this best of 5 between Bly and Vibe, youtube.com/officialmlgsc2 is your source for anything you see broadcasted live. 1080p HD content there. We also have some extra footage as well. Comments of the day, NOS Pro performance tips. Of course, VODs from Rules of Engagement. We have top 5 plays. Lots of cool stuff there, so definitely check it out. And if you like what you see and you want to support MLG, feel free to drop a subscribe, and you'll be notified when new videos go up.
Definitely you will.
Because you always want to be the guy who has the first comment.
That's right. And we may pick it to be comment of the day if it's something that's beyond just first.
All right. Speaking of
Vibe
first,
has got to be eager
yes,
to get into game number 2. Because
so.
He just took a very quick loss. And you know what? I'm eager too.
Me too.
Let's get right into game number 2. The map's going to be Cloud Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a map where Vibe, again, you know, I mean, if the guy's going to 6-ball on Daybreak, you got to be careful here. Bly, though, he's great at knowing when to do the right builds. Really going to mix it up. How much is Vibe, you know, mentally a little bit flustered from that last defeat? Has Bly gone in his head, or will he be able to, you know, put forth his A game on map number 2?
Of course, I opened up that production tab right away, and we see Jones. So as of right now, nothing too scary happening from these two guys. Let's go and introduce the players. Top right-hand location. We have the Red Zerg player hailing from North America, representing Team Root Gaming. He was the USA champion of the World Championship Series last year, was the runner-up in North America behind Scarlet. He is Vibe. His opponent in the bottom left-hand location, kind of making a name for himself by performing admirably against one of the best Terran players to ever play the game, Flash, at the Winter Championship event. Knocked down to this bracket by Flash himself, but trying to grab at some of that money that we're offering for this consolation bracket. Representing Team Acer, he is Bly. He's currently up 1-0 against his opponent, so well on his way, but Vibe is not one to give up. He's a fighter. And he's American.
So neither player going anything too crazy. Of course, this game you see Vibe going for that 15 pull opening. Going to be a little bit more cautious about his timings. Doesn't want to die to any type of early pulls this game. Bly going hatchery first, so going straight from the early pull into the hatchery first, saying, you know what, we'll just keep mixing it up, going back and forth, a lot like Marine King plays.
And I kind of like that. Whenever you mix up your strategy, you keep your opponent guessing. And of course, in this case, it's almost directly influencing the play, as we saw Vibe going for that relatively faster pool, just in case any scariness was coming from his opponent, and now adding on that hatchery. So this is going to proceed into past the early game, we can say, because again, the pool timing's not going to be drastically different. Of course, Vibes is going to be ahead a little bit earlier, but it's not one of those timings where he can get a bunch of lings out and pull his Jones in attack, because Bly's pool is finishing up as well. Both these guys thinking economy at this point.
They are. They're going to have very, very similar economies. Vibe may be up 1 or 2 drones because he got the later extractor, but that also means that Bly's going to have earlier Zerging speed, and that may give him the map control so he can delay a Spine Core for a little bit longer. Vibe may have to get a little bit extra defenses against that speed upgrade a little bit earlier in the game, but overall it should balance out to be a very even game. You see Vibe's first queen is just finishing up, but Bly is about to start 2 queens momentarily.
Now, if we talk about ZVZ and Heart of the Swarm, one of the main staples we're seeing in the matchup is the Mutalisk. And now that we're entering a game that's going to pass that exclusively drones and Zergling stage, that's what we're going to kind of have to look out for. What kind of openings are these guys going to go for as far as aggression is concerned to try to throw off their opponent, maybe feint you know, some all-in play, while behind it, adding on drones, adding on extra gases, potentially taking a third base and teching up to that Spire that's become very common in this matchup.
Well, talking about feinting aggression, Bly is already building a baiting nest, a fairly quick one at that. So he may look to put on some actual aggression. In fact, he still has 3 workers on gas, so it could either be going for lair or a lot of baitings early on in the game. Typically, if you just want to do defensive baitings, you don't get quite, you don't need quite as much gas because only a few will do. But if you really want to get in there and do some damage, then you need more baitings. And Bly, he's building Zerglings already. In fact, 10 Zerglings being built. He has faster speed. His baiting nest is done. If Vibe, there we go. Vibe knows the situation he's in. Getting that Spine Core, a very essential part to defend against the type of aggression that Bly's going to be throwing at him.
Vibe also adding on a Baneling Nest, very safe build here from him. But the question is, can Bly get that damage done before Vibe can become aware of it? Oh my gosh, Vibe is able to scout out all these lings for his opponent, sees the speed finishing up, so Vibe should know exactly what's going on. He has 12 lings in production here. Baneling Nest is about halfway complete, and now the lings coming across the field from Bly. The question is he going to stop before his opponent's natural expansion and make Banelings, or should he try to run in there straight up with his speedlings? We're about to find out. No, he's going to make him just outside his opponent's natural expansion, but can Vibe be prepared for this?
That's a lot of Banelings. That's going to take down the Spawn Car with a couple of extras to deal with Zerglings or even get into drone line. Bly with plenty of speeds of his own. Vibe needs some of his own defensive Banelings. The first ones are just starting to morph now, but they're not ready yet. The drones evacuate.
Banelings coming in here from Bly. The Zerglings potentially targeting down the Spine Caller. Nice detonations here from Bly, trying to surround the Queens. They're not able to get up and block the rest. The Banelings going straight for the middle line. Vibe trying to run away as desperately as he can. Huge detonation onto the drones there from Bly. Great Ling Baneling play, and Vibe saying, you know what? I can't recover from such an explosion into my drones, not only impacting his heart, but of course his economy. Whenever you lose that many drones, it becomes very difficult to proceed in CBZ. And Bly just coming up with a build that able to hit Vibe before he was prepared.
It really did. You know, the key aspect to defend that build from Vibe is you have to have both your Queens blocking the ramp. As long as you do that, the drones get up. The Queens take a little while to die. We can see Vibe needed about 10 seconds to morph his... He had 6 Banelings morphine. 10 seconds, he all would have been done and ready, and in the attack, he could have easily held it off. And to buy those 10 seconds, you have to block the ramp with the Queens. Unfortunately, the one Queen was about 5 hexes too far away, so couldn't quite get that full block in action.
Yeah.
And Bly took advantage.
Yeah, and once Bly can get that surround with his Zerglings onto the Queens, you know, that's exactly what they're there for. And the Queens, sure, they might be able to transfuse each other once, but with that much surface area on the Queens, it's very hard to keep them alive. So Bly, a great build there in game number 2, able to take Vibe off guard once again, and he's going to go up 2-0 pretty quickly here in this best of 5, which means he's going to be 1 win away from advancing to the next round of the bracket of this MLG Winter Exhibition. Guys, stay tuned. Game 3 coming up.